Well, hello there, and good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting live from Bemis, Tennessee, or South Jackson, Tennessee, and ready to share today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Turned out to be a very beautiful day today, lots of sunshine. The sun went down, even with clear skies, but I'm afraid today was the last sunny day that we're going to have for possibly at least a week, at least the next 10 days anyways. I'm afraid to go beyond that because you know how changeable the forecast is, but at least for the next 10 days or so, possibly 2 weeks, we could be dealing with more clouds than sun almost on a daily basis. Yeah, that kind of sounds yucky, don't it? I have to admit. Well, at least we did have a pretty one today. Tomorrow's not going to be too bad for Valentine's Day. It now appears like it actually be fair skies till around sunrise, and after that, some clouds will start moving in. And if the hourly forecast holds up, the rain won't begin until actually Friday morning. So we may make it the whole day tomorrow without any rain here in West Tennessee, or at most maybe a 20% chance. But we'll see. Otherwise, today's low temperature was 28 degrees. It was kind of chilly this morning and a little frosty as well in the area. It did get up to 59 degrees here in the Bemis area today. No rain, of course, fell since midnight. The lowest humidity today, by the way, for the month, I'm up to 4.89 inches of rain. Normal is 181. And for the year, I'm at 10.44 inches of rain. Normal is 5.88 inches. All right. The lowest humidity today would be 34%, and that was at 4 p.m. when that happened. 92% would be the highest humidity, and that occurred at 5 a.m. The lowest dew point temperature would be 25 degrees, and that occurred at 2, 3, 6, and 7 a.m. And the highest dew point temperature would be 29 degrees, and that occurred at 9 and 11 a.m., and then again at 1 and 2 p.m. today. Lowest barometric pressure would be 30.11 inches. That occurred at 5 p.m., while the highest would be 30.30 inches, and that occurred at 9 a.m. Today's highest wind gust was 17 miles per hour out of the west. That occurred sometime between 12:01 a.m. and 5 p.m. this afternoon. Today's records for February the 13th, hottest high would be 81 degrees in 1962. Coldest high would be 28 degrees in 1971, while the warmest low would be 58 degrees in 1949, and the coldest low would be 9 degrees in 1986. Rainfall record would be 1.86 inches, and that occurred in 1989, and the snowfall record would be 3 inches in 1960. Alrighty, that pretty much concludes the basic climate summary for this evening. I got a few graphs I want to show you, some new ones, and so I hope you like them. Different kind of setup for radar and satellite than what I've had. Hopefully this will last a little while so that I can show it to you on a fairly regular basis. At least I hope so. Currently, the southeastern part of the United States radar, if I can get my camera to do right, and it does not want to stretch all the way up, and it should, because there's nothing back there blocking it. At least I don't think it is. And okay, as you see, there's no precipitation anywhere across Tennessee, all the way over to the Atlantic coast. Really, the only precipitation in the southeast part of the country is way down here in Florida, down toward Miami, and that rain is actually moving off the shoreline on out into the Atlantic and on down south toward Cuba It may be raining in Miami, Florida now, but it shouldn't last too much longer even down there. And that is a fairly current radar too, I believe. Well, I just cut off the part to show me the time. And, well, that should be current. Well, the animate just quit. Alright, let me see. There we go. Let me get it back to animation. Yeah, it's as of 6:31 p.m. About 10 minutes ago. That's not too bad. Alright, again, that's the latest radar. Now let me move on to the national radar. I'm going to cut that off to get that to do right. The national radar would be, well, I thought it was easier to find than this. Select, oh, here it is. Covering the whole nation here at a quicker glance. And let me see if I can get it to moving real quick. There it goes. The whole nation. Let's see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Yeah. There's the rain and snow out west. And you can see where it's snowing. And where it isn't. Or raining for that matter. A little mixed bag out there in parts. The other precipitations up in the New England states, of course, up around the Great Lakes area. And on up into southeast Canada, of course. And then the rain down there in Florida that we were just looking at a minute ago. And it's moving on down through Cuba, or western Cuba, and out into the ocean there. Alright. I've been getting some requests or thanks to other nations as well. Let me see if I can... one of them was Australia. Let me see if I can get that one to come up. See what it looks like over there. Of all places. Hey, you've got a radar for over there. How about that? There's not much going on over there either. It's there's raining on the Perth, wherever that's at. Over there in the southwest corner. Australia almost looks like the United States turned upside down in a way. I laughed just to make a nice joke out of it. I hear it's very beautiful over there down in Australia. I've never been over there and probably never will be over there, no offense. And this here's the Philippine Islands, I think. Down in there and some islands north of Australia. And that's give you an idea of what it's like over there. Alright, let me see what other nations I can come up with here. And I think there was only one. Let me see. United States, Canada, Caribbean. Yeah, that's about it. Well, beats what I did have. Alright, let me show you, see, that was the satellite picture for here in the United States. And then go ahead and show you that one. This is the latest satellite picture for the whole nation as a whole. See where it's cloudy, where it isn't cloudy. And the clouds moving into our area. The clouds along the Atlantic coast on up. It's a pretty good radar view too. I meant the satellite view of the clouds coming into West Tennessee. And you can see around the country. Let me branch out a little bit better. So you can see the whole country as a whole. Alright, let me look at the southeast a little bit closer. And let me see, select southeast. That'd be a little bit more Pacific. A little bit closer to our area. Alright, that's the whole nation, southeastern portion of the nation. There are also quite a few clouds moving in our direction, but it looks like the thickest is going to be moving just south of Jackson. And it's still pretty clear over in East Tennessee and partly cloudy to cloudy over in Middle Tennessee. A little clear spot right there between Jackson and on down into northern Alabama there. And some more clearing over here in Oklahoma and Missouri. We might get that overnight between midnight and sunrise. That may be where the fair skies come in handy until sunrise in the morning. Alright, let me see. Region. Let me see what happens on that one. I gotta cut this off to get that to come up. But not want to right now. Okay. Europe. Oh, okay. There's some other countries here. Let me try Europe and see what it looks like over there. Oh, okay. That is a pretty cool deal. I get some comments from over there sometimes. I have a Twitter friend that lives over in New England, Europe, over there in Germany, matter of fact. It's not wanting to move just yet. It might take a few minutes to get that one really moving. I see, I still stuck on the other time for one thing. Let me see if I can get 12 hours to get it to move better. Well, you kind of get an idea, even though it's not completely moving yet. I won't stay on it too long since it's hesitating. It's finally moving. There's the country of Europe there, and Iceland and Ireland and all those countries, Norway, and I can remember some of them. I remember a little bit of history. I just can't remember all of the countries' names. But this gives you an idea of what's going on over there in Europe this evening. Probably tomorrow morning over there by now. But tomorrow morning in my time in reference to thinking. Alright, okay. That's the, let's see if I can get a radar from over there. I have to cut this off again. Radar, let's see. It might be available. No, I was putting it back over the United States. Okay. Okay, never mind. I tell you what, let me see this in here. It is this back to Australia. I tell you what, I didn't really mean to get it off that far. I'll get back to the United States. And animation part. There we go. Alright. Got that part. Let's go on to the national forecast map. And this is for tonight's weather map for here in the U.S. According to the National Weather Service, we have a warm front getting ready to move through, but not far from us here in West Tennessee. It stretches from Missouri on up to this low here in South Dakota. A little area of snow up north and northern plain states. Kind of scattered some up there in the Great Lakes like we saw a while ago. And a low way up there near Maine. And some more rain out in California. A flood potential out there in parts of California. Snow inland in the mountain areas of the west. As you can see, and that's tonight's weather map. High pressure down there in New Orleans taking care of us right now. Alright, that's tonight's weather map. Alright, let me move on to... I showed that to you and I didn't see what I was looking at. I forgot to turn the verification window on. Alright, let me move on to the forecast now, the detailed one I call it. Let me read that off to you real quick, a few days, and then I'll be done for the evening. And go from there. Let me make sure I got it aimed right. Alright. It's going to be fair skies the rest of the night here in West Tennessee. And, well, I know what I'm doing wrong. There we go. Now I got it right. Fair skies, like I said, the rest of tonight and the general area. It might become mostly cloudy for a couple hours, but it should be fair between, I say, 10 p.m. to midnight anyways. The sun already set, 5:35 p.m. The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 12:57 a.m. And on Thursday, Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to everybody. It'll be fair skies, like I mentioned, till about sunrise, and then mostly cloudy throughout the day. It's not going to be as pretty today as it was yesterday, sunrise part. The temperature is going to be fairly mild, though. But we do have a 20% chance. I've decided to go ahead and put in a 20% chance for a few isolated showers just to make sure. But most of the day just going to be mostly cloudy with mild temperatures. Low temperature near 43 degrees tomorrow morning. That's not too bad. High tomorrow about 61 degrees. Was 59 today, so be a couple of degrees warmer tomorrow. Not too bad for Valentine's Day. With south winds at 15 to 30 miles per hour, so it will be a little windy tomorrow. The sun will be rising at 6:43 a.m. and be setting tomorrow evening at 5:36 p.m. The moon will be rising at 12:29 tomorrow afternoon p.m. and be setting at 2 a.m. Friday morning. Speaking of Friday, it's going to be mostly cloudy with a 90% chance of more showers by around noon and beyond noon, afternoon and evening. Low temperature of 46, high of 50 with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Saturday, continued mostly cloudy. And there's going to be a 60% chance of more showers moving in by Saturday night. Low of 32, high of 52, with northeast winds of 10 to 20. And on Sunday, continued mostly cloudy skies with a 40% chance of a few showers till noon, then just mostly cloudy. Low of 42, high of 57, with west winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Alrighty, I do believe that kind of concludes it for this evening. I hope each and every one of you have a fantastic Wednesday evening, and I hope you have a beautiful Thursday tomorrow, despite the chances for clouds and maybe an isolated shower or two here and there. Otherwise, I hope your Valentine's Day it turns out to be great. And happy birthday to everybody that's born on Valentine's Day, like myself. Yes, I'll be 62 years old as of midnight tonight and all, but happy Valentine's Day and happy birthday to everybody else that was born on Valentine's Day. Alrighty, that's it for me tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing and leaving some nice comments on most of my videos. I appreciate that, and hopefully I'll get a chance to talk to you again tomorrow evening. And until then, good night. Or good morning, depending upon where you're at. And God bless.